Now, Jonathan Ross finds himself in amongst the leather and hair of one of the world's greatest rock bands.
Could be.
What a marvellous lot. You know what I love? I love it when you do a live TV show like this one and you come out and there's a crowd who've obviously never been in a studio before and they're so excited at the concept of live TV. It's fantastic. You're too good to me. What a show we got for you this evening. Coming up a bit later on, we have none other, the legendary comic figure than Mr. Malcolm Hardy, wearing trousers for the very first time on TV, I believe, but he'll be coming up later. Also, we have pianist, premier member of Squeeze and genial television host Mr. Jules Holland. He'll be coming out and tickling his ivories for you as well. But before that, let me ask you, have you ever rooted through the old sections of your album collection and wondered whatever happened to those great concept bands of the 70s? People like Camel, people like Curved Air, all those kind of great bands. Budgie, fantastic stuff. Well, tonight we can put your mind at ease concerning one seminal English rock band over that period. We lost track of them as they toured Japan and the far shores of America, but now they're back, reunited and rocking hard. So ladies and gentlemen, dust off your air guitars, dig out those crusty old unwashed leather trousers and centre part your hair. Get ready to rock, get ready to rip it up, get ready to break like the wind. Please welcome Britain's premier rock god, Spinal Tap. It's fantastic. You know, I've got to say something. I've been doing shows of this nature for some time now, and it's very rare I get excited about meeting guests.
You're excited now.
Are you excited?
Because you're genuine rock legends, and it's
Thank you.
You're flushing, really.
I'm flushing with excitement.
Oh,
It's
that's
Flossing as well.
Yeah.
marvellous to have you on. Now, I kind of lost track of you a few years back. Last night I remember you were playing Japan.
Yeah. That's when we lost track of us as
Going
well.
down well up there.
As did the Japanese, which was the main problem.
They lost track first. As a matter of fact.
Now, is it true though that you split up after that? That you spent some period not working together?
Didn't spit up. No.
Split up.
Split up,
Yeah, we did. We were pursuing solo projects of various natures,
What were they like? Derek, is it true that you were in one of the Christian rock bands of that period?
Yeah, one of the best, as a matter of fact, called Lamb's Blood. Anybody hear of them?
Lamb's Blood.
Lamb's Blood, yes.
Right.
So how does the material...
They were huge. They played the Monsters of Jesus Festival and all that.
Good show.
How does the material you do with a Christian rock band differ from the material you would do with a non-specifically Christian rock band?
Well, same three chords, basically, but they just take a slightly different position towards the supreme evil one.
Yeah. Now, one thing I noticed, I was watching just a short while ago on TV, there was a big documentary about Guns N' Roses, a band which I think owe an awful lot to your influence. Really clearly.
They're nice kids.
The stuff you were doing mid-70s is like that. I mean, are you flattered by the work they're doing?
Yeah. Well, I guess so, a bit.
It's like children playing, you know. They jump about going like this and you watch them and say, come in, let me change your nappy.
I think Nigel was a bit miffed because Axel was wearing a kilt.
Well, yeah.
You started it.
Oh, sure, yeah. So it's not very original, is it?
No.
Let's see Axel wear a wetsuit.
Yeah.
That's next. That's next, Axel. Here you go. Go round the back. Show him the back. Show him the back. You never know.
Okay.
Never lose faith.
You know, you're such a big band. I think people tend to forget your beginnings, the bands that you had, and the style you played in years ago. And I'd like to remind people with a clip of, well, you were Spinal Tap at this time, because before that you were the Thames Beats? Or the...
Thamesmen, then the Dutchman, then the Thamesmen again.
Yeah.
And before that we were the Originals and the New Originals. Yeah. And after that we were the Rave Breakers and Silver Service.
Yeah.
And the Waffles.
Yeah.
And then Hot Waffles.
And Hot Waffles.
Hot Waffles.
And that's about it. Rave Breakers, Flamin' Demons.
You see, we were the Originals, but, you know, there was another group in the East End called
The
the Originals.
yeah.
So we became the New Originals.
Yeah.
Right. So you weren't the original.
They became the regulars. It's a long story.
And that's about the
Well, I'd like to
record.
say a clip anyway, and this is when you'd already become Spinal Tap.
Yes.
You were
67,
Spinal Tap.
yeah,
This is
right.
marvellous, from an American pop show, and I believe the song was called Listen to the Flower People.
Yes.
Beautiful.
What the flower people
Very quiet song.
say.
You can almost hear the choir.
Listen, it's getting louder every day. Listen, it's like a bolt out of the blue. Listen, it could be calling now for you.
Beautiful song. Fantastic. Happy memories of that period?
Oh yeah, now more than ever. You know, of course, at the time we didn't have memories of that period because
No,
the period was actually occurring. Oh no,
I'm,
but now the memories are they're happy.
No, one thing I've always thought that you really haven't got the credit you deserve for your lyrics, because you've written some of the most beautiful, some of the most
thanks.
poignant lyrics in rock. I'm going to try and remember, correct me if I'm wrong, from the track Big Bottoms.
Yes.
Big
There was
Bottom.
a Big Bottom.
Singular.
I'm sorry. Yeah. There was a line, I believe it was, I want to wear you like a flesh tuxedo, I want to sink you with my pink torpedo, which was, I thought, a very beautiful line. Now, where do you get your inspiration for such beautiful...
It's a love song.
Yeah.
You know, when you're
Just
in
think of
love,
the-
these things come into your head.
Just think of the number of people you must have brought together with music like that. That's a...
Yeah. Well, we're influenced a lot by Blake and Coleridge, I think.
Byron.
Yeah. Byron. Yeah.
All the great...
Shelley.
Yeah.
That's marvellous.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to ask you to
We didn't-
perform
I'm sorry.
live for us a bit later, but one thing I'd love to do, I remember there was, of course, a very famous documentary made about you on the road some time ago. A fine film. But one thing I remember, a very beautiful moment, a very special moment, was when you were at the grave of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah.
And you, spurred by the emotion of the moment, I guess, you joined together and you sung in beautiful, close harmony.
Yeah. Well, close.
Could I ask
close,
you to
but no
do...
cigar harmony.
Could you do a little bit of that for us now? Could you show us how you...
I see.
Well,
Taking out my
take the
gun.
gum out. Yeah. Can you give him an E?
No.
And the lights all went down in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's beautiful. That was beautiful. Absolutely.
It's not our song.
We didn't write that.
No, that wasn't all yours.
but we know it.
But you do it so well. Let me.
It's a tribute.
I don't want to bring you down. I don't want to drag up something that might, I don't know, make you uncomfortable. But there's something that obviously all fans of the band are aware of, and that is the fact, of course, that you've lost, or rather, many of your drummers have died. aren't
Yes,
you? Many
all of them.
So far.
What is the total as we speak?
13.
13.
Well, no, 12. 12. We're working on 13.
Yes.
Well, you held already some auditions. I know you can hold some more in this country, but over in Los Angeles, and we have some footage of, and I believe that quite a few well-known rock drummers turned up to try
Yeah,
out.
well, yeah.
Well, let's have a look at this. This is the last set of auditions that Spinal Tap held for their new drummer.
Oh, great.
Please identify yourself.
Mr. Fleetwood. I thought the suit would keep me alive just a little bit, because I'm really quite old as well.
Well, we have Mr. Fleetwood on the end of one of these
No,
marvellous satellite
really?
links. Yeah,
Is
if you
he
wanna-
angry?
Well,
Because
I
we
think he
didn't
might
pick
be.
him, you know.
Let's
We
go
didn't
now.
choose him.
Mr. Fleetwood, are you receiving us over there in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. It's nice to see you. We can see you as well. Now, the auditions that you tried out for, were they competitive?
Well, you know, I was most disappointed. I took a lot of prep work, as you can see, and the Tap, for whatever reasons,
He's steamed.
didn't give me the gig as of the moment. But
Mick,
I'm
you
sort
know
of
that
still
we love
hoping.
you. You know that we love you, right? It's just
Well-
you didn't deliver that day, love. I'm sorry. I mean, no, you don't think so.
It's the asbestos suit
Well-
probably, slowed you down a bit, didn't
Yeah.
it?
What was that with the suit, Mick?
Well, I practiced for days with the suit, hoping that would be a good thing for the Tap, meaning they would have me around for a while and maybe not lose another drummer so quick. But I am disappointed, and I've gone on to other things.
Mick, did you find perhaps that
And,
the more complex material that Tap play, as opposed to the many bands you've been associated with, was it too much of a stretch for you?
Well, it might have been, you know, I don't like to admit that in public, but seeing as you put it to me like that, it seemingly had to have been the reason.
So how do you feel? Presumably pretty low that you didn't get the gig?
I feel humiliated. And I know, but it's taking a while, because I put a lot of trouble in that, and I've been a big fan of yours for a long time.
Is there
The
anything
Taps
we can do
meant a lot to me.
short of hiring you?
Is there anything we can do short of hiring you, Mick? I mean,
To make you feel better?
yeah.
Could we repeat the question one more time, perhaps?
I'm not sure you heard it the first time, that's all.
I would like to see you maybe reconsider me
What do you think, guys?
Well, the way you're nodding your
after
head...
the auditions in England.
Yeah, you're nodding your head with a much better rhythm now than we saw on the tape. I really think you can't see how I'm holding my fingers, but it's just a short distance apart. You missed it by this much.
Yeah, it was a
You missed
tiny,
it by this
tiny
much.
degree. It
Really,
really was.
really.
Yeah. Well, listen, don't let it get you too down. Thank you very much indeed. Mick Fleetwood.
Good luck, Mick.
We love you, Michael.
Good luck, Mick.
So although Mr. Fleetwood failed to meet your exacting standards, you are going to try again. You're going to be looking here in the UK for drummers. When will these auditions be held?
Early next month.
Yeah, soon.
And any words to prospective tryout drummers? What should you tell them? What are you actually looking for?
Well, we're looking for someone with no immediate family.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I think. And,
Strong pulse.
yeah,
No.
ability to count to 4 in consecutive
Over and over
sequences.
again.
Yeah. I think that should do it, really.
Okay, well listen, we'll look forward to it. Maybe you'll come back, when you're over here looking again for drummers, perhaps you'll come on the show and even showcase your new drummer for us.
That'd be great.
That'd be marvellous. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you, as you know, a huge fan of yours, and the many people in the audience who've travelled an awful long way to see you this evening.
Doesn't look like it.
Die-hard Tap fans.
They look
Will
like
you-
locals to me.
Will you perform live for us? Could you perform for us here?
Yeah, we'd like to, yeah.
What will you do?
We'd like to do a single from our new album. It's the first single, actually. The album is entitled Break Like the Wind, and the single is entitled Bitch School.
Fantastic. What's the single about?
Dogs.
It's about dog training.
Okay. If you want to go and get ready, Spinal Tap, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen at home, you are in for a real treat. This is one that you'll be proud to tell your grandchildren about one day. I warn you at home, this is going to be very loud, so while I put my things in, their amps are turned all the way up to 20 from their new album, Break Like the Wind. Here performing Bitch School. Once again, Spinal Tap.
You've been bad. Don't do what I say. Don't listen. And you never obey. I try to teach you, but you just won't be good. You won't behave the way your big girls should. Time to give that whip a crack. Gonna have to send you back to bitch school. Bitch school. You're a beauty. You're the best of your breed. You're a handful, and I know what you need. You need training. Gonna bring you to heel. I'm gonna break you with my will of steel. Discipline's my middle name, and no one comes back the same from bitch school. Bitch school. No more sniffing strangers or running free at night. You think my bark's bad, honey? Wait till you feel my blade. Wait till you feel my blade. You whine and you beg when I'm busy. You wanna dance with my leg. I'm gonna chain you, make you sleep out indoors. You're so fetching when you're down on all fours. And when you hear your master, you will come a little